Good morning, Year 9. Happy Friday and welcome to your first middle school assembly with me. I just want to do a quick assembly about getting back to basics and a few housekeeping rules and make sure that everybody's on the same page, because there's been a lot of confusion about where you're supposed to be, what toilets you're allowed to use and detentions and things like that. So I just want to clear all of that up, and if you've got any questions, ask your tutors to email me at the end of this assembly. So we're now in middle school and Mr. Campbell is our head of school. He can be found, this is in emergencies, he can be found on the music corridor, one of the offices where Mr. Leedon and Miss Adams works from, down there. But that's in case of emergencies. I'm based in room 142, which is the top floor in your zone, and Miss Wilson, the pastoral support officer, if I can't be found, can be found in room 24, which is downstairs, the main corridor where reception is. If you can't find me in 142, I'll probably be teaching in room 17, so you can come down there if you really are desperate to speak to me, and if I can spare a couple of minutes, then I will. So mornings, at between 8:15 and 8:20, the main gates will open and we'll let you in onto the tennis courts. At 8:30, bang on 8:30, they're going to close, and anybody who enters after 8:30 will be put into a same-day late detention. This is 20 minutes long, and your parents will be notified. So yeah, just make sure you're not late. You know you're supposed to be here. Even if buses are late and there's a massive issue on the roads, we will know about it. But yeah, just try your best to get here earlier. You're meant to be in lesson at 8:30, and that's when you should start your learning. The detention will be in room 141 next to my office, but somebody will come and collect you if you are put in that detention. Moving on to form time and the importance of form time. Form time is not an extension of break, it's not a social time. There is a tutor program that tutors have to follow. We're required to give that program to tutors. I don't want to walk past or hear tutors complain to me about students complaining about form time. It is important. We are working with learning about the Charter Trust. We have to do numeracy and literacy because they're important. Current affairs, having that discussion, almost like an extended PSHE type lesson, and just a general checking up on your uniform, making sure there's no issues going on. That is what form time is for. I don't want to see people playing cards, having a chat, not listening to the tutor when they're trying to deliver a session. It is a lesson. It is part of your learning and you need to do it. There shouldn't be any arguments about that. On that, when tutors are doing their checks, uniform. You know what the uniform is. If it's not a PE day, we expect you to be in full school uniform, no black skirts or trousers. Make sure you have your blazer. Even if it's a really hot day, bring your blazer in your bag. I'm sure teachers will let you take it off if it's hot, but we just need you to have that because it looks smart and you look the part. Jewellery, you're allowed one stud in each ear. No rings, no necklaces. There's new fashion of putting your necklace, your chains outside. We'll be taking them. After today, I'll be taking them. No studs as well. Nails, I've got nail varnish remover. You'll be asked to take it off. And trainers, we've just ordered a bunch more pairs of the lovely unit shoes. So if you would prefer to wear them, then wear your trainers, of course, to school, but we'll make you change into the unit shoes, unless you have a medical note, medical evidence. Toilets, you can use the toilets under the forum, the boys and girls toilets. You cannot use the toilets down the music corridor. They are sixth form toilets, and I've asked sixth form to put out a notice that if year 9s are using the toilets, because we know you are, they will go and tell members of staff straight away, and we'll just check on the cameras and see who's doing it and when. So just under the forum, please. And I think that's it, because science have closed all the toilets in the department. You've all got your exam timetables. So your exams will start on the 28th of June. Just make sure you've put in wear classes when you're having your exams, and make sure you're revising appropriately. Don't do it the night before. Start from now and really embed the information. PE kit. I'm seeing lots of girls wearing cycling shorts. You cannot wear cycling shorts. There is a pair of shorts you can buy from the uniform shop, or if you're desperate to wear black, I think they're still allowing it, but not the tight fitted cycling shorts. Make sure they're a bit more baggy. Lots of students truanting, and it's not the usual suspects either. This is it's annoying because I've had to now send out a staff email asking if any student don't show up to your lesson, they have to email, and there's a big list of people to email, and we will be looking for you. If you're caught truanting, then Saturday detentions are up and running, so you can pay back the hour that you didn't want to spend in a certain lesson with 4-hour detention on a Saturday morning in full school uniform. So yeah, we will be notified ASAP. Teachers are supposed to take the register between like the first 5 minutes of your lesson. So if you're not there, and we will be asking welfare if you've been there, because she keeps the log. We'll be asking other teachers if you say that you've been with them for that length of time. I will be checking up because it's important for you to be in your lessons, especially as we head into studying for GCSEs. If you're in a subject like music, for instance, and you're not picking it for a GCSE, you're still required to go to that lesson for the next 5 weeks. I don't want to hear people not going to their lesson because they're not taking it next year. It's just, we're doing this. It's you're finishing up this last stretch. Welfare use. They cannot give out antihistamines. I know it is hay fever season, and I see lots of you struggling, and I've asked lots of different people if I'm allowed to give out antihistamines, because I know it is a real issue, but we're not allowed to give them out on site. So the only thing we can really suggest is you go and wash your face if you are suffering, but also bring your own, or take one in the morning. You're only allowed one in the day. If you know you suffer from hay fever, make sure you take one in the morning, or at least carry some in your bag if you know you're prone to it but are not suffering at the moment. Just make sure you have some on hand. Welfare can give out paracetamol, but it's only after 11 a.m, and that's because you might have taken paracetamol in the morning, and therefore it's dangerous to double dose. So please only go to welfare if you are desperate for a paracetamol. If you have like a sore hand, really think about if she's going to be able to help you, or if you can just get on with it yourself. They can give out ice packs if you've injured yourself, but don't just go there if you're just feeling a bit because you can feel a bit and do learning as well. Don't choose to go straight after break or lunch, because you'll be turned away. You have that time. You've got 25 minutes at break, 45 minutes at lunch to make sure you can go and get your medication if you need it. Lastly, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, the tennis courts. Lots of people seem to be getting out of the fence onto there's like a little grassy bit at the end, and somebody did get an injury from doing that. You are not allowed to cross the fence. There's a fence there for a reason. It's dangerous. Do not cross it because people are being injured. Mr. Leiden is launching the late to lesson, every minute counts, next Monday, this Monday coming, and that's for every minute that you are late, and that just means people dragging their feet or deciding to go to toilet between lessons. All teachers are required to log that on Sim. So if you are 4 minutes late, period 1, they'll log it. And at the end of the week, the minutes get added up and you have to pay that time back. So if you're 10 to 15 minutes late in a week to lessons, that's a 20-minute detention after school on a Monday. The every minute counts will be in a late detention on a Monday in 141. So this will be just Mondays. If you're 16 to 20 minutes late, it's going to be a 25-minute detention. If you're 21 to 25 minutes late, it's a 30-minute detention, and if you're 26 to 30 minutes late, it will be a 45-minute detention, and over 30 minutes late will be 1 hour on a Monday after school, which I know you don't want, so get to your lessons on time. I'm going to put the late to lesson and every minute count slide just after this assembly slide, just so your teachers can show it to you and you can see visually what that means. Right, if you have any questions, ask your tutors now, and ask them to email me, and I will answer them for you. But other than that, I hope you have a lovely weekend, and we've got 4.5 weeks left, so let's do this. Let's just push through this. Bye.